Now I just got one thing to say to y'all. Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this darn tootin' rootin' tootin' episode. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer. And last time on Kirby Star Allies, we wrangled up some friendos from around the good old West and the countryside. And this time, we're gonna head into this extra eclair place here. I never darn heard of an extra eclair in my darn tootin' rootin' life. Now, what y'all gotta understand is the whip is the way of life for us here cowfolk. As we... Oh my god, thank god. Alright. I probably didn't use cowboy speak properly there at all, but whatever. We now have the ninja ability. So, maybe for ninja now I have to do something like a... You don't understand. I am a ninja. The way of the ninja cannot be understood. Nah, it doesn't make much sense. Anyway, ninja's pretty fun. You have these little daggers, you know, knives. You can just spam them for chip damage. You also have a ninja kick, smoke bomb. Down up is blossom storm. You have the move where you slice a thing. Like that one chess move where like the pawns pass each other, you know, basically that. Anyway, and if you tap the button like really quickly, it's knife, but hold it, it's this thing. If you're near an enemy, it generates an extra shockwave type thing too. So, yeah, pretty fun ability. Ninja is honestly one of my favorite abilities in the game just because I like going really fast and being like, you know, just being really slick. I also like doing that thing. And also, oh, my allies won't let me demonstrate it because, you know, they all want to attack the things for me. This extra level starts off with a quick pick a path, but it's not really a pick a path. Because, actually, let's grab you instead of burning Leo. Because what's cool is Parasol can double as not only the Parasol ability, but also has the ability to add water to your weapons. And Ninja gets pretty cool. Now I'm throwing like water bullets, and my kick isn't really infused, but my, you know, Blossom Storm is infused. My smoke bomb is now like a splash attack. Yeah. And then the dash just is broken on Ninja with any, like, elemental infusion. Can you attack me? No? Okay. So, basically just follow the arrows and, head down here. And then, we can just head through the door. Pretty simple. Cut grass. We don't need fire. Who needs fire? We have Water Ninja. Water Ninja. Oh, I'm like, where's Water Ninja sound familiar from? And I'm like, oh, Ninjago. No duh. I'm like, you know, the show about ninjas. That's where, you know, Water Ninja is, like, from. It's not where Water Ninja, like, the concept of the Water Ninja is from, but it's, like, that's where I'm, like, you know, what part of my childhood, you know, do I remember there being Water Ninjas, like, a thing? You know? Anyway. Alright. Round trip door. Abilities for stone. We've seen the... Why does it keep showing stone? We need fire of some kind, but we'll leave that to Gim. Is it Gim or Jim? Is it GIF or GIF? 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 What other ways can you pronounce it? No, it's literally between like GIF or GIF. And then there's also, you know, the fact that it's an acronym, so it could just be GIF. But we say a lot of acronyms too. You know. It's like... Well, actually... What acronyms do we, like, say? Oh, we say TV. TV is an acronym. What other acronyms? We have... There's something that's an acronym, but I just can't remember what it is right now. Like, there's another thing that, like, you don't think of as being an acronym because we use it so much, but it is, and I can't remember what it is. Guess it's because we don't often use it as an acronym. Anyway, we already have both those things, so let's just head into the boss room, where we have our first fight against Bonkers. This is actually like our first boss fight kind of generally. And I just defeated him with a shadow clone attack, like I disappeared and then reappeared kind of deal. Everyone has different elemental abilities, so we're just gonna hammer flip. Hammer does have a lot of invulnerability options. Okay. We're going to replace Gim with Bonkers. I'm gonna grab Artiste. Artist has a basic paint attack. It has like a water kind of dash thing. Holding down allows you to paint a little art minion for you. Down up is just making a sculpture. And then you have no choice but to destroy it. Oh, Fat Kirby. Anything else for Artist? Artist can, of course, paint these little signposts. And cause stuff to come to life. There is one more move Artist has, but I'm gonna save it for a good opportunity. Actually, I know exactly what I'm gonna save it for. Anyway, Artist, cool ability. Honestly, though, it's not, like, the best for offense. It's better to have as a support. Get it as an ally as opposed to having it for yourself. Artist makes a great support ability. You probably don't want to play support. You probably want to play offense because you can actually dodge stuff. So, anyway. I still need to go over Hammer's ability set. But we beat Extra Eclair. And now we can head to Forest something, I think it was. Anyway. Oh, wait. Sorry, Biospark, but it's about darn tootin' time. We got our darn tootin' whip, and we're gonna wrangle some darn tootin' doggies. Yeehaw! Wait, I need a bit more. I need a bit more conviction of that. Yeehaw! There we go. Now I'm as energized as a dog out at the stroke of midnight. I don't know. I tried to do a weird, like, you know, like weird, like almost nonsensical idiom, like, you know, stereotypical for cowfolk or whatever. Like what else? Oh, no, well, now the moment's passed. Okay. Wait, I'm not any good. Now, I never climbed a hill as big as this one, but, I can tell you, you wouldn't catch me dead doing it again. This is a one-time only kind of deal here, y'all. Yeah. That's an awfully big door. And, something tells me that, something dangerous is gonna be looming on the other side of that there door. Alright. Now, we want to get ourselves here a good old-fashioned team to take down this here supposed threat. What we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to grab ourselves some friends, and then we're gonna light our weapons on fire. And with that extra firepower, we're gonna be able to take down this upcoming boss right quick here. Thanks, Bern and Leo. You done a service for us here today, but unfortunately we need to rely on art to get us through this one. What's the use of art? At least fire had a more appropriate use. You can use it to burn down, you know, old barns and stuff, and old fields that are already dead, you know, renutrize the land. But art's useless, you know. It's not gonna help me bring, you know, the cows home at night or harvest the crops, you know. Only reason they keep it around is because it's rare and hard to find, you know. That's not all that's rare. What's rare is actually having a half-decent neighbor who doesn't steal your tractor every Sunday. And also, I guess, there's some whole tree, you know, dropping apples on her head. You don't see that every day. You know, at least not where I come from. I don't know how you city folks handle trees like this. But, you know. But I guess, the tree's our friend now, so, at least that's something. You know. Alright. Now it's time to do a little square dancing around these parts. You know, I love to have a good old-fashioned hoedown after taking out a giant tree, you know. It's some kind of thing you get to celebrate. Who has time for puzzles? We got crops to harvest and cows to herd. Alright, after that there heart. That thing might spook the cattle if we let it run amok. Alright. Classic castle DDD. Not like castles. It's a sign of a monarchy, and a monarchy gets in the way of true freedom. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what I say. Oh my god, thank god I can stop. Alright, this might be my favorite ability of all time. Plasma! Plasma's cool because you can just light speed dash all over the place. And if you shake the controller, it never has to end. And you damage things as you light speed dash into them. The only thing is that you do have to charge it up, but once you do, you have massively powerful attacks. You can just do a little spark laser. Charging a little gives you a spark arrow. Charging a bit more gives you that. And that gives you that. Not spark. Plasma arrow. Yes, Plasma shares an almost identical moveset with Spark. Many people thought that they just sort of combined the two, but Plasma's back in Star Allies. This is its only appearance since Superstar. And the one thing it has really is Lightspeed Dash, and I think its final shot of this thing might be bigger. It can also aim upwards, but Spark has lightning bolts that can summon, and its main attack is a shield as opposed to a shot. I think Spark is probably the better thing, but I think that's just a sign that Plasma needs a more fleshed out moveset. I'm not opposed to Plasma and Spark coexisting, but yeah, if anything, I would have given Plasma the lightning bolt abilities you know, Spark already has the big shield, you know. But Plasma, I like it a lot just because it rips through, like, basically everything. It can be shot across the entire screen. Alright. We need this guy, though. It's time to get rid of... I'm gonna not use Spark myself. I'm gonna use Suplex for now. Suplex! It's just you grab stuff, you kind of throw it. The only move it has that isn't that is this, you know, kick. That's literally it. Everything gets thrown. There's various ways of throwing things, but it's just throwing things. Not a whole lot to say about it, so instead, we're gonna use Fighter, actually. Fighter is basically, it has some grabbing, but only when you're close to an enemy. Otherwise, it uses a lot more, like, punches and kicks and stuff. Fighter is very dependent on how long you hold down the button. Holding the button gives you that, but just tapping gives you that. You know, a slight tap gives you that, but a full-on hold gives you that. Uppercut is like the one move that is an exception to that rule. You know. Anyway, Fighter is a really good ability, honestly. Anyway, with Fighter, we can now throw our friends, because I'm sure they appreciate that. Who wouldn't, right? We can also grab a bunch of food. And now, I don't know, Fighter's a fun ability. But it doesn't seem as cool as the weapon abilities because you can't elementally infuse it. It would be cool if I could throw, like, ice-cold punches, but I guess not, you know? I would honestly say that Plasma is probably one of the... It's really only good if you plan to, like, do Kirby-only runs of the game with no allies. Because otherwise, it doesn't combo too well with other abilities in of itself. You'd probably rather have, like, all elemental weapons or something on a team than have a spot for Spark. You could even use Beam to give you electricity if you want, which is better because it has better offensive abilities unless you're just playing as Kirby and charging up, you know, some of your better offensive attacks. So that's why we're using Fighter. As much as I love Plasma, I feel like I keep calling it Spark because they're kind of the same. But as much as I love Plasma, I do have to say that it is a bit underwhelming to be used on a team of people. But if you're just solo Kirbying something, it's honestly one of the best ones to use for a solo Kirby run. Purely because of what you can do with it. Anyway, we're not going to use the reset swing because I don't think there's anything... If I would want any ability... I think I might... Okay. Let's actually do this to get rid of Bonkers and her for a minute. Let's get this. Let's do that. I'm gonna take Cutter for myself. Give me water. Okay. We're gonna try this boss fight with Cutter. And we're gonna keep Art and Hammer around just because they're rare. And we're gonna give water to Bonkers. Let's give water to Bandana D2. Alright. I mean, it's not super serious. This is like, you know, the easiest Kirby game, so it's not like it makes too much of a difference. But here we go. Every Kirby game has to have one. Here's our mandatory fight against King Dedede. His royal nemesis. Alright. Let's just demolish this guy. I don't care about my health because, honestly, he goes down pretty quick. That's, of course, just his first phase, because if anyone's seen this game at all, you know about Macho DDD. Alright, the fight gets serious here, and by serious I mean it's seriously easy still. He may be stronger, but it's nothing a few final players can't handle. His health bar goes down really quick. And he'll eventually launch you up in the air, and then launch you over here. Break the thing to reunite with your friends, and just overall continue to launch, you know, a bunch of attacks at him. He'll eventually go down. Alright. Cutter's pretty good for that section because he can bounce off the walls and really nail some damage on him. Cutter's also good to kind of stay away from him while you do that. Anyway, after defeating him, you'll have a brief period where you can use a friend heart to get him to join you, now that he's been freed of the evil mind control stuff. And yeah, again, Kirby games. This game, Kirby games, not all Kirby games are super easy, but this Kirby game, pretty easy. Now we have King DDD, so Bonkers is gonna have to go. And that was Kirby Star Allies. Hope you enjoyed watching this Let's Play. I don't know, I guess stay tuned for whatever else I have. I was thinking, you know, maybe another Mario game would be kind of good. We're not done? We're not done? I mean, we're only 22 minutes into the video, so I guess we're not done. Evil mysterious heart that, you know, just came here, flies away. Yeah, we can't really let that happen. After the heart. Onward. I don't know. I wasn't too big a fan of the movie. I mean, it was kind of okay. I get what they were going for, but at the same time, and it was kind of a good message, but like, I don't know. It wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. So, anyway, you should be able to piece together what the picture is of for now. Anyway, did we not call in King DDD? You can now call on more people. That's a lot of people that I'll need to eventually cover. Did I get everything? No, I missed the puzzle piece. How did I miss the puzzle piece here? Well, this gives me a good chance to really reset my team. No, like, how did I miss the puzzle piece? Okay. We don't need Bonkers now that we have, King DDD. Zap Cutter. King DDD, please give him Spark Powers, or Plasma. Plasma, it's Plasma in this game. It's Spark in almost every other game, but it's Plasma in this game. Okay. We'll stick with Cutter for now, I guess. Would I'd rather have at least Beam on the team as opposed to Spark. Okay. How did I miss the puzzle piece? Oh, I think I know where I missed it. And I think it's a very silly and stupid reason that I missed it. Anyway. Let's, get rid of Bugsy. Okay. Hurry up, so none of you get that ability on accident. Starfies are very dangerous. I'm pretty sure that The reason I missed it is because I didn't actually use the throw ability in this room. And that's what actually gets you the puzzle piece. Alright. Now with that settled, all that's left is just take out these guys with Fighter, which goes pretty quick because you have Fighter, one of the best abilities for combat. Like, specifically, like, groups of enemies, Fighter's really good with. I would say that Sword's also really good with groups of enemies. I think Cutter is pretty good. I think there's definitely some games where it's better than others, just by virtue of what enemies are in the game, but Cutter's always a pretty solid choice. Like, you're never gonna be like, oh man, I wish, you know, you're never gonna feel like it's playing to your detriment. Cutter's always pretty good. Fighter's usually pretty good. Oh yeah, you can also just, you know, yeah. You can either charge it up, to max, or you can just do like, if you're very quick about it, you can do a quick charge on your blast. I can never get it. Okay, you need to also kind of hold down the button. It's not a, like, jab type move. It's more of a hold type move. Okay. Anyway. Here we are, back at the boss. Do I want anything different? I guess I'll try Fighter this time, because why not? But yeah, this boss just goes down. It's DDD versus DDD somehow. You somehow clone DDD. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. It wouldn't be the first time. I don't know. Though it is kind of hard to keep track of which one is our DDD and which one is the DDD. Anyway. Just keep kicking him a bunch. And his health bar is already well below half. Arguably this is going better than Cutter because I have better invincibility frames. The sad part about some of the flashier and cooler moves is usually their damage doesn't really outpace the fact that you have to charge them up for a good long time. You know, it's usually better to just keep attacking with the same basic attack that does moderate damage than to try and unleash like an ultimate move, you know? I.e., you know, the force blasts for a fighter, you know? Anyway. There goes King DDD again. You can have multiple of the same friend on your team, so you can have multiple King DDDs if you want to. I personally won't, because it can be a little difficult enough just balancing. Oh, it's gonna fake out credits us again. Let's just skip that. Okay. Cool. Now give us the puzzle piece that we came here to get in the first place. Hello? Thanks. Okay. There you go. And now, that done, we can actually head to Planet Popstar next time! But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and it always will be Pun Food. You know, with this copy ability, Kirby can both have a flight and fight response. Because, like, he's fighter, but also because, you know, he actually, you know, can fly or, like, float, you know. Like, become a balloon. So, like, the joke